For me, the one thing that stands out about KAUST is the fact that we see it, I and my family see it as home. And every time we go on holiday, it's only, within about 2 weeks, we're already thinking, when are we going back home? And to me, that's a life-changing experience. So normally I'd say, in the first few years of being here, I'd say, when am I going back home, being the UK? But now when I say, when am I going back home, it's when am I going back to KAUST.
The first impression when one comes to KAUST is a very strong aesthetic experience. KAUST is beautiful, the campus is beautiful, the buildings are beautiful, and this is already a first strong feeling. Then obviously one is struck by the quality of the facilities, the equipment, but the most impressive part when one spends some time at KAUST is the people, their motivation, the quality, and their dedication to perform something that is unique, that is unusual, because one has the means to do these unique things here at KAUST.
The first time I visited KAUST and Saudi Arabia was in the year 2008, in May 2008. And KAUST was just a big construction site. I think they had 20,000 workers on site. The first question we asked was, well, when will this be finished, ready? And they said, in about a year's time. And we just couldn't imagine that they would be able to do it in a year. But in the end, they did actually.
We first arrived in KAUST at the end of July in 2011. We arrived in the very early mornings, around 3:30 in the morning. So our first reaction was, this place is so much bigger than we originally thought it was going to be. The first morning when we came out, we had moved next door to the people that were on the same plane as us. So we kind of were on a little adventure and were able to see the vastness of KAUST and how there's already a community established.
So in beginning in 2009, it was a dream, and we are happy to be in this dream, and we see it grow and grow and be reality.
My first impressions of KAUST were the friendliness and openness of the Saudis, and the scale of what KAUST is trying to achieve and how they're implementing the Kingdom Vision.
Working in KAUST gives you a sense of pride. Being a part of an institution that is already making a big impact, and in just a short amount of time we've already achieved a lot, and I expect this to grow even more in the future.
What I like in KAUST is the huge number of community that's gathered most of the world in one place, that's live together, work together, and also the teamwork and the expert team that KAUST does have.
I mean, you come here and suddenly what you thought could probably take decades to achieve is possible. And that's the part that is really, me as an educator, I've come to this place and I felt like there was so many things that were possible.
The different parts complement each other. The lifestyle, the professionalism, the opportunity, the impact on the society and on the world, the impact on people's lives is major, is huge. So it's just amazing in all different aspects.
As a KAUST community, we all feel pride of being part of KAUST, but as a Saudi, we will always have that special connection with it because it's helping building the future of the kingdom.
The different thing about KAUST, which mostly I like and I'm interested in, is the multicultural we have and the nice environment we hold us all together here in KAUST.
So here my commute is 10 minutes. That means I save 1 hour a day, which I can spend in the gym, which makes for a very healthy lifestyle and actually makes me very happy.
I think I never would have anticipated how much KAUST would feel like home. When we travel, we're always quite happy to get back to KAUST, our home, and as a family, it feels really like we belong.
We are all in one place to learn and work, so I feel we are in home.
So one of my earliest memories of KAUST was when we first moved here and we were all together as a team. At that point we were the third intake of teachers, so there was 2 cohorts before us, and they gathered everyone together for an iftar dinner during Ramadan, and it was wonderful. It was so interesting to be able to experience the culture, the local culture that we had just moved into, as well as to meet all of our colleagues from the school who are all eager, ready to help us and make us part of the KAUST family.
In the future, when I will think about KAUST, the memory that will and the feeling that will remain very strong is the ambition, the quality, the excellence.
Working in the multicultural actually gives us the ability to show our respect to the people and how we learn to hold all these nations and nationalities together. We have over than 100 nationalities working together and living together, and their children going to school together.
KAUST sets an example for the world. Everybody could live and work together with different religions, nationalities, colors, cultures, with understanding, harmony and peace.
In KAUST there is a real sense of community, and it's a very safe environment for kids. It's actually a great environment for families, where you can find kids playing, riding their bikes on the streets, they go play in the parks, they visit each other. And you can actually even see it in the kids themselves. They have this strong sense of belonging to KAUST.
I cannot find a better message to spread to the world than King Abdullah's words when he said that KAUST is the new house of wisdom, and it shall be a beacon for peace and hope and reconciliation.
We've got some of the best things going on over here at KAUST. Being around one of the top 10 supercomputers in the world, drones flying around, it's like living a sci-fi movie or something.
I mean, everyone would agree with me when we say this is actually an amazing piece of art that's been created in the middle of the desert.
This is out of the heart, and you don't have to put it, but just for the record, I truly believe for the mission and the vision and the goals of this university. This is the motive that I wake up with every day.